Right, hopefully this recording actually works. Right, now this is the homework. It was about Pythagoras, and it's essentially just calculating a length of the side of a triangle when you're given two other lengths. Now you are given the formula, so when you're doing your added value unit, you are given the formula. What we've got is two shorter sides, we call A and B, and the long side, which is a hypotenuse, which is always the side opposite the right angle. We'll call that C. Now these can take any values, okay, so they'll normally take number values, or they might, instead of C, they might say X or Y, etc. But what we've got is C squared equals A squared plus B squared, and you can easily rejig these, so we can rejig this around, so A squared equals C squared minus B squared, or B squared equals C squared minus A squared. Okay, so using this formula, we can essentially do all the questions. Right, so if we look at this question, okay, so what we've got here is we've got C squared, okay, so we're trying to work out the longest side, the hypotenuse, so C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Now you can, if you want to stick with C squared, or you can just replace that with X squared, you can, okay. So what we do is we then just put these values in the calculator. So what I've got here, hopefully you can see that, so if I go 7, and then that's a square sign, press return, that's 49, okay, so we've got C squared equals 49 plus, then we've got 24 squared, that's 256. Now there seems to be a bit of a lag with this video, okay, so what we've got is C squared equals 49 plus 576 is 622. So therefore, C equals the square root of 622, which equals square root 622, and that is 24.9. Okay, so that equals 24.9 millimeters. Now we can call that's X. Okay, so it might have been better just using X squared. Okay, but just to link it in with the actual formula, still a wee bit laggy. Right, so that's essentially the first question done for you. Second one is we can call this, we call this C, we call this A, call this one B. What we've got is we've just saying that is B squared equals C squared minus A squared. So what we've got is C squared is 10 squared minus, just jumped the gun there, 10 squared minus 6 squared, and that equals 100 minus 36. So B squared equals 64, and to get B, we can say square root of 64 equals 8, okay, and you get to the point in which you'll be able to do these in your head, sum the square roots. So what we can just say is X equals 8 centimetres. Okay, so that's two examples using the same formula, but you're having to change the order of the formula. And what I'll do, I'll pause this one just to see why it's all going very slow.